Hi, I'm Gavin Cook from the Up and Running Clinic in Mullumbimby. You've probably seen me for a treatment before and wondering, you're feeling good, wondering how you can implement a few basic sort of stretches at home, don't have a routine. This is the routine for you. It's a whole body stretch routine, takes you through all your major muscle groups in about 10 to 15 minutes. Just depends how long you want to hold each stretch for. Usually about 30 seconds is a good roundabout number. You can go for 10 seconds or you could go for a minute if you like. In terms of the video, some body parts I'll only show you one side, so feel free to stop and pause and go back and, so obviously you can then stretch the other side. A few precautions, just make sure you don't have any pain, don't stretch through pain. Less is not more in terms of this. You should feel a slight stretching discomfort as you do these stretches. But if you've got an injury or something more specific, then yeah, you need to either see a professional, health professional, or just go by my advice, what's in the clinic. If you're feeling pretty good, yeah, just go for it. Make sure you are warmed up though. So a good warm up, whatever that is, loosen up the body, a few squats, a few lunges, hot shower, 5-minute walk around the block. Yeah, a few jumping jacks or something like that, just get warm. Might be after your gardening that then you put this routine into your day. It's up to you how many times you want to do this per week. If you really like stretching, you might already be part of a yoga class, things like that, but at least once a week, go through this routine. Couple of times a week's great. You could put it in between, movie you watch or whatever, football quarter times. Once you start to get to know the exercises, then you can actually start to fit them in wherever you like throughout the day. So we're starting on the ground. If you like, you can have a yoga mat, something fancy like that if you like. Nice, good, solid floor. Hamstrings at the back of your legs. All that you're doing here is just straight back and leaning forward. Try to touch your toes if you can, just to pull them up. That'll get a little bit of engagement through your calf muscles as well, or you can just lean on forward. So double's good. You can then go single legs, which you tuck one leg up, foot to this knee, and then from here straight back and you just leaning forward like this. Hold for a good 30 seconds. Make sure you breathe through it. Don't kind of and strain. And each breath out, you might just go a little bit further down. With hamstrings, you want to do both sides. If you're having trouble getting down onto the ground, you can grab a chair, put the foot up onto a chair, just this height's good, and then just keeping the legs straight, leaning forward as well. If you have trouble with this knee straight, bending the knee slightly is okay. It's just going to get a bit of a different portion of your hamstrings. Doesn't matter how good you are at this. Hamstrings are great if you're sitting a lot. Hamstring stretch. They tend to kind of shorten up like this over the course of the day. So make sure you get in and do those stretches. Next one while you're down on the ground is your glutes. Glutes are your bum muscle. Same thing, we've just gone from a hamstring. All we do is we put this foot across and then we hug this knee here. And you're just pulling the knee in towards your chest, so then you can feel a stretch through this part of your hip here. Bit of a twist through like this as well. Some people find it a bit more advanced if they actually tuck this leg up as well. Just like that. There are many different kinds of stretches. So for instance, another way you can do your glutes is like this. Figure 4, this leg is on this knee, hands go through, and then I'm pulling this knee towards my head. Let your head relax. Don't strain and hold up here like this, but just once you get it, lay back down. You should feel nice and comfortable, relaxed while you're doing these stretches. After your hip stretch on this side, we want to stretch out this part of your groin. So we bring our feet in like this, feet together, knees down, and you can use your elbows to push down. Some people will be up like this, that's okay. Just give it good push down, and you want to feel a stretch through the inside of your groin. hold for 30 seconds. Moving on to your lower back. We can start like this. This simple version is just to have your arms out and you just gently just let the knees rock just to this side, and we kind of look to the opposite side. And then from here back to the middle, knees, feet together, let them roll over. To make it a bit more advanced, we go one leg straight, this leg up at 90 degrees, and we take it all the way over. And this will get a nice twist through this lower back. And so to show you on the other side, straight leg, 90 and 90, take it over, and we look to the side, arms out. You should feel a nice stretch through here. From here we can roll on over and keep going up this side of your back. So these muscles at the side are called your lats. Through here, we go on your knees, hands out, but put them over to the side. Then lean back and we kind of push over into the right side here. So my hands are out to the left and we're pushing over into this right shoulder. And I can feel that all the way down here. And we're just gently sinking down into back into your hips and legs. Obviously, then we go the other side. Hands over, sink back, keep the hands here, kind of like it drags down, and then push into that left shoulder or side of your torso. While we're still on the ground, we can come into this hip flexor stretch. I like 90 degrees, 90 degrees. This foot and knees in the same line through here, so not foot in, not foot out, just in the straight line. And then from here, with a straight back, you're just pushing forward into this front of this hip here. You can tuck your sacrum, your tailbone under, push forward, and that'll just get a bit more focus on here. To deepen the stretch, you then raise that same side arm through here like this. Remember to breathe, hold for 30 seconds. So for those of you that might find this a bit too harsh on your knee, yoga mats are good, or you can even get a towel or a cushion down, knee like this, leaning forward, just to take the edge off of that bony bit in front of your kneecap. So pushing forward to the opposite one. Standing up now, we've just done all the exercises on the ground. We've got quads, which are the front of your thighs. You've got to have good balance. So ways to keep your balance: hold your ear, put your arm out, or hold on to something. With this exercise, what you're aiming to do is pull the foot towards your hip, and then make sure you bring this knee closer in towards your other knee. Don't leave it out here like this, but closer in. Then we have calf muscle. So stretching out his calf. Find a good solid wall. You want your legs in a nice good split sort of stance like this, and we're just leaning forward into the wall. It's not like you're pushing over. You actually don't need the wall, but it just helps you to kind of get this back of this leg, and you want to feel a stretch through here. The knee is straight for this one. To get a different portion, Achilles, so if you've just done the straight leg for 30 seconds, to get that Achilles and down lower, you bend this knee, and you'll find that it starts to pull through here. So it's good to separate those two out. Straight leg. Yes, you do the other side for 30 seconds, straight leg. change legs. Bent knee. Really good if you're, running kind of athlete, sports, those kinds of things. You want to make sure you do both. Yeah, bent knee. You'll see with the straightened leg, we kind of lean forward into it. With the bent knee, we're kind of sinking back a little bit more. And this is where your mind really has to engage. Am I stretching this bit here? If you're not stretching the bit that you're meant to be stretching, the stretch is either wrong, your stance needs to be altered, or we need to modify in some way or another. So that would be a great idea to come into the clinic. So I'm trying to do this stretch, it's not working for me. So then we can have a look and see our exercise physiologist, book in with them. With your arm up here like this is now for your chest, your pec muscles. We want a doorway or a wall where you can get 90 degrees with your elbow, 90 degrees with your shoulder. I like to be able to push through here so then I can really feel a good stretch through that chest. If you have frozen shoulder issues, this might be a bit difficult. So getting it up this high here, so you might put the hand like this, for instance, lean forward into it. You might get a stretch through here like this. Obviously, to the other side. Moving into the biceps now, this muscle here, we go with our thumb down on the same doorway or wall or corner, and we actually turn away from it. So we're here like this. So your thumb is down, whole body starts here like this. The more that I turn around like this, the more that it'll really start to stretch through this muscle through here. 30-second hold. Swap to the other side. Now we're moving into triceps, which is at the back of the arm. It's just like this. Hand down, try to get it between your shoulder blades. This other hand then pulls the elbow closer towards your head, and it should engage this muscle at the back. 30-second hold. Switch to the other side. Into your deltoids now. Deltoids are this part of your shoulder. We put the arm across and just pull it into your chest. So some people might want to do this a little bit lower underneath the boobs, where you can kind of then pull it up like this. Or you go on top and you pull it in. Now we're going into forearm, where you pull fingertips back like this. You need to lock the elbow out for this, so you lock the elbow out and pull the fingertips back. This one should stretch through these forearm flexor muscles. And then from here, turn the hand over, do the opposite. So still locked elbow, pull the hand down. These ones stretch through these forearm extensors. Good to do it both sides. 30 seconds for one, 30 seconds for the other. Finishing off with our neck. When standing, all we're doing is just pulling your ear to your shoulder. With this, you want to make sure that this shoulder stays down, that we don't go like this. So we keep this shoulder down. If you have trouble with that, you get your trusty chair out again. And what you do is you hold underneath the chair, and then that'll just stabilize this shoulder down, so then you can pull the ear down to the shoulder. So this is stretching down the side of the neck through here. There are many ways to do the neck. Some people then like to turn a little bit and chin towards their chest. It just gets a different portion of these neck muscles. Similarly enough, turning the neck and coming back at 45 degrees will get these scalene muscles at the front here. You have to be careful of these ones. It's great if you're a computer person, But you just want to be careful with your neck, how far you take it back. So I prefer to show you that one in the clinic. And then to finish with the neck, you interlock your fingers, put the hands behind the back of your head, and then you're just pulling your chin down to your chest. And this will give you a nice good stretch all the way down, sometimes even between the shoulder blades as well. There. So I hope that that's given you a whole good routine to go through. Follow along with this video if you can, or handouts. I hope that you commit it to memory, because the best exercise is the one that you remember and the one that you do.